All right, I'm waiting on Eliza J to come through. Let me turn my volume up. All right. I'm trying to add you. Okay, go ahead and send me a request again. Oh, wait. It says adding. It says adding, but it ain't adding. What's going on? It says that you're connected. It says that you're connected. Let me do this. It says that you can't join it. Hold on, let me send you another request. There we go. It says adding. There we go. Yes. Yes. I was like, why would you say added? It just take it out of the All right. Yes. Okay. Because I normally don't go live on Facebook, but this is good. It's better connection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me better. I don't have to see what's going on with that. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, that looks like a glitch with the software because it was every time you started it.
Yeah, it probably needs to be updated. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and take a look. I don't know why I didn't get a notification for it, but I'll take a look at it later because I do want to get this interview done. Now, again, if those who don't know me, I am Nita K, the owner, director of Nita K Productions. I am on here today with a very special guest. Eliza J is in the building. We want to know more about what she does, what she has to offer, where she started from, how she got established. And we just want to get to know more about her because I can see like a ton of collabs, and I actually we able to network with someone who knows you, Cody Stringent. Like, so it's like, it's so amazing. You get to connect with one person and then you start to connect with other people.
Exactly.
So we definitely want to.
And I saw you for Jamaican Blazing Chocolates interview as well.
Yeah, my sis, I've been rocking with her, for a minute. She does film with us. She does the crossover. We support her and we love her. And then when I saw her interview, I was like, man, okay, let me connect it. So it's like we was
definitely. I'm quite new to the block hustle thing, actually. Okay. I got my roots starting over in Duval County.
Okay.
In Florida. Yes.
Right. Okay, so I'm glad you started with that. Can you tell everyone how you got started, your first experience, all of that?
How I actually got started in the music industry in general was I had a marketing gig at hip hop internet radio station in downtown Jacksonville. I met everybody and then I started my journey from there.
Man, I mean, it's a curse and a blessing working in this industry. You find a lot of flaws and things, but you also find a lot of positives in it.
Exactly. It has been a journey. I've tried artist management.
Yeah.
I have tried. I've done music myself for the past since 2020.
Yeah.
Been managing artists on and off for the past 8 years. I have a photography and videography company that's run down out of Jacksonville as well, called Dynamis Productions. So we doing a lot. I do graphic design myself. I'm looking for artists currently to manage. I've held events out in Jacksonville as well.
Okay.
I've held it at Headroom Coffee Bar, downtown Jacksonville. I performed 1904 Music Hall, Jacksonville. I performed at a couple of the strip clubs in Jacksonville, SOS and Bottoms Up. I've done a minute. It's been a minute I've been in it, and I've done a lot in it.
You see my face? I'm sitting here like I am. Look, this is what I'm looking for, because you know this industry is always male. It's been male dominated. We coming through.
Exactly. We got to.
You was coming. So tell everybody. So I ain't even got to the questions yet, because I'm so interested. How has your experience been managing artists?
Oh,
Yeah,
I have to learn not to.
I know. I know.
Not the greatest.
No. I know, man.
I try to manage these rappers, and it's freaking hard.
Yeah, man. I know, man.
It's either they're talented and they don't know the business. They're talented, they know a little bit of the business, but are on other shit.
Amen.
That I'm not on.
Right. Man.
So it's been an experience. One time, and it's a big marketing move on my part. This is way back in the day. I even tried to manage a transgender pop artist out of Minnesota. That didn't go so well either, because it was a lot of drama. A lot of drama.
I mean, I look, the biggest one that annoys me is that they don't read contracts. That pisses me off.
Exactly.
It really
a lot of artist managers don't even make the contracts.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't care about the contracts at all. All they care about is thinking that they can get help for basically free. The indie artists now.
Right. Nope. No.
It don't work that way.
Girl, would you tell them? Because look, people be looking at me crazy and I'm out here and I don't give a damn. And I'll be telling them, like, you can't just, if you're trying to build a rapport with me and my company, because I got brand ambassadors and all of that and everything. But if it's your first time trying to build a rapport with me and you coming out with your hand out like I'm supposed to do something for you for free, no, it's interchangeable, baby.
Exactly. At least barter something. At least have something to offer.
Something. You just think I'm supposed to just do it for you because you say who you say you are. So what?
Exactly.
We are supposed to be helping each other. It's not just about you. And that's why I tell people I don't put myself in the spotlight all the time. I like to put other people in the spotlight. And people just look, girl, I'm gonna let you tell your story because I know you got a son. I'm so serious. I know it. I can feel it, girl. The way you look, and I looked when I asked you that question about how I've been with that work. I knew before you even said something.
Oh, definitely.
They don't listen, and they don't fucking listen.
They don't. They don't.
They don't listen, and it's like they come. Oh, this is not bad. I'm like, look, I don't want to hear it because I've had this conversation with you too many times. Get out of my face.
Exactly. It's like everybody just wants a handout and they want to take from you.
Yeah, and it's not it. And then with you being a woman in the industry, they think they slick.
They think they are, but they're not.
No, it doesn't work. So with that being said, like, can you dive a little bit more about what all you and your company has to offer? And because we may be able to, I can send clients your way because I'm sure that I'm sure that you'll be able to service them in some needs, especially if we're not there. If we're not there and we need people that we connect, like people that we connect with that are
Yes,
down where you are,
definitely. I
I'll be able
understand.
to send them to you. So please just tell everybody what, like everything you do, like how you can help them.
We at Eliza J Media, we offer graphic design. We do anything from logos to car wraps, flyers,
Ooh,
album covers, anything you want. We have our printing. Shout out to Jugo Promo again, Duval
yeah,
County, my graphic design mentor. We use them as our printing, so you can get full service printing as well.
man. Look,
And also, we do dabble in a little bit of web design and app development. Those are in working service, work in progress services, excuse me.
yeah,
And I do also offer computer and cell phone repair.
girl,
And on and off
man,
again,
what?
artist management, but it's finding them right artists.
Right, man. No, now, when you speak on, because you got a lot of services that we don't offer, so that's why I said it's good to connect with people because we don't
Exactly.
offer those services. I mean, we do logo and stuff, but you guys got car wrapping, cell
Mhm.
phones repair. What?
Yeah.
Somebody in the industry say, "Hey,
I
my phone
started
just
off
up."
with computer and cell phone repair. I got my degree in electrical engineering technology, so I started off with
See,
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We can, if we need something fixed or repaired, we can
Exactly.
come
I
in.
got you.
That's what I'm saying. We have people that don't know, or like, hey, I need somebody who I can trust to repair, or hey, I need somebody to wrap my car. I want to get my
Yeah.
car done for the spring and the summer, or
Yeah.
hey,
Exactly.
can we can start doing promo and letting people know that you guys
Definitely.
do that so that our audience can come to you? Because we got some people
Exactly.
that's down south and look, wouldn't mind coming to get their car wrapped.
I got a whole network down in Jacksonville, hun. A whole
And
network.
you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy is that um my I'm an alumni with Full Sail University down in Winter Park, Florida.
Okay.
So yeah, and so I'm really trying. California got too much shit going on, but I'm really trying to um do a lot more there. So definitely when we do our like road trips and start planning for us to come down, Florida, you guys will definitely be the state and the place we will stop through when we come. It's been a while since we've been down south. We went to Atlanta, 2023. So we went to represent out there, could did some networking out there, but definitely can send people your way. But you say you manage music artists, but tell people like what are you looking for? Because I know with the experience that you have working with music artists, I know for a fact you have a specific type of artist you're
Exactly.
looking for because you don't want to deal with that bullshit ass headache.
I do not. The
Right.
specific type of artist I am looking for, one that already has their IPIs, one that already has works registered with ASCAP BMI, already registered with Sound Exchange,
Yeah.
knows how to put in the work,
Mm-hmm.
at least has about 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Right.
Not one that's gonna be on that bullshit, expect me to put on all the work
Yeah.
and me have nothing to show for it.
Right. Absolutely.
Other than that, any genre. I will take any genre of any kind.
Hmm. Now, this is a silly question. I'm sure you have. Have you thought about, because we're trying to, along with my sister Jamaica Blazing Chocolate, we're trying to put on together our own concert tour. You ever thought about collabing? Because we got some
Yes,
music artists.
definitely. I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah. Yes, I'm so serious. I cannot wait. I cannot wait because we got some music artists here, Chicago. We got a handful. We got transgender, which is in the LGBT. We got a
Yeah.
couple of them here, with our family. We got, we got anything from rage to R&B, Jamaican blazing. I got I could say about five artists, probably more. We could put a whole layout together and plan it for next year.
Yeah, definitely. That would be great.
Yeah.
Because I have a venue out here that we can go to that's actually pretty decent. It has a good stage and everything. We can do that.
Okay.
That's in Fargo, and then I have venues down in Jacksonville as well.
Okay. Okay, man. You know how long we've been waiting for somebody that's really so serious about doing, and I mean a partnership with somebody who owns their businesses too, and then doing a partnership trying to get these music artists that we've already been working with and doing our own concert. Cause girl, these promoters here, please don't get me started. They be doing the
Oh, I
artists,
know.
they be doing people wrong.
They do. They'd be doing people wrong a lot.
Yeah. I mean, how is it down where you are? I want to know if it's the same way down here.
Over where I was, moved back up north because I actually am in Fargo, North Dakota right now, but down in Jacksonville, it was the same damn way. That's why I stuck with certain promoters. My mentor is one of the bigger promoters, and I know they're not.
Yeah.
But it's the same exact way, unfortunately.
Oh,
This whole
yeah.
industry, man, sometimes.
I know. I'm really trying to stop that from happening because these promoters here, and it's so crazy. I purposely, because I write music, but I don't really call myself a music artist, but I went on tour and it was me, my sis, Jamaica Blazing, and my boyfriend. And so we went on tour and stuff. And I purposely tried to see how it is, how we're treating people out here. And I'm just like, I literally spent almost $1,000 and we did not see nothing of where our money went. In fact, the radio stations that interviewed us did not follow up with us. We missed out on one of the cities we were supposed to stop and do the concert at, and then we did not get rebooked for another venue. It was just weird. We didn't see where our money went, and I was just like, damn. And then I started to hear more and more music artists out here complaining about the shit. And I'm like, damn,
They running a whole bunch of scams there, girl. Too many scams.
That's why I be telling people when I work with them, hey, I'm putting my money in this just like you are, and we gonna all get on Zoom together, and you gonna see what
It's all about unifying. Too many people try to be on that dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't play that because ain't nobody gonna sit up and tell me I stole some money from them. Hell no. I ain't doing it. I haven't, because we didn't have people that stole over $1,500 from us. I ain't gonna go there.
Damn.
Yes. Look, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm so serious. It's real messed up. It's real messed up. Now, cause I went on your page, girl, and I heard some of your music. You good.
Thank you. I did not think I was that good.
You good. I was sitting
I'm
up here.
trying to find my style still, girl.
Look, I was sitting up here. I was like, cause see, I find it that you guys can freestyle. I cannot do that shit. I can't. I write.
I can't freestyle. I just write. I called it a freestyle.
Yeah. But you know what? It definitely sounded like you just like went straight for it. I was sitting here like, I had to go. I went back when I went back and looked at it again. I was like, wait a minute. I'm studying, finding myself running into people that do music, and I'm like, damn. And we are looking for people. We got a couple of artists who are going to be writing some music for our film projects. So we're
Okay.
doing a collaboration like that. So if you want to hop in, we got several projects.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're tapping in. That I mean, I'm telling people, how do you think a lot of those people with Disney, those people that are film directors, they collaborate with their friends that write music, and
Exactly.
they collaborate that way.
That's
And
how
that's
the
how they get
soundtrack is made.
exactly. And people don't think about that. And I have a lot of people at FSU that do graphic design, do animation, all of that, make music and stuff. And so I'm like, damn, people don't really think that's how they do make soundtracks. You know, Disney,
Exactly.
Pixar, like, come on, like, people don't
But they
think
think
about
you
how,
can go and pick it from anywhere. Nope.
and they think that a lot of times that they pay for that. No, a lot of them are their colleagues in college. You know, they built these projects together. You know,
And that's the way to go.
it definitely is, because ain't nobody finna be sitting up here paying. First of all, if you're in this industry like yourself, you got many hats. You already damn near know how to do whatever you need a collaboration with anyway. So why am I paying you a chunk of money to do something I already know how to do? I just want to collaborate with
Exactly.
you.
That's why
I'm
the
not
best
paying
thing
you.
to do is to learn as much as you can. Knowledge is power with that.
Mm-hmm.
Do as many things
Exactly.
as possible for yourself so you don't have to rely on other people to do it for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, and then you do your editing and stuff for your videos and your content as well.
I do video editing as well. I live by the Adobe Creative Suite. Photoshop, Premiere,
That's what we learned at FSU. We use Adobe Creative Cloud. I got that on
Yeah.
my laptop. Yep, with all of that on there. If you guys have never used it, it's great.
It
Adobe
is
Premiere
great.
Pro.
Except it does get expensive. And
It
the
does.
way they charge, their charging cycle is
It
weird.
definitely does. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Final Cut Pro was what, $300-$400,
Yeah.
but I think you just pay that one time.
Yeah. With Adobe, it's just like they take out charges weird. And they were under scrutiny by the US government for the
Yeah.
way they charge their charging policies. But
Yeah, I
I
look
will
at it a
always
lot of
live by them.
Yeah, I always look at it a lot of times, and I don't always use everything in the Creative Cloud, excuse me, but they do charge a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely do. Oh, excuse me. See, I still got this cold in me. But as far as your editing, like, do you have like a pricing list of what you charge, or how do
For
you charge?
editing,
Yeah.
for photo editing, I will charge $30.
Hmm.
For doing logos and stuff, I'll charge about 35 to 40 depending on the type of logo.
Yeah.
For basic flyers, it's 45. And then for more of the car wraps and everything, that goes into like the hundreds because that includes more of the complicated printing that has to be done down south and everything else.
Right.
So that's
Okay.
the price ranges. My services range from $30 up into the hundred.
Okay. Okay. Now look,
Depending
do
upon
you
per
guys
service,
so
but we do offer a free consultation through email and through text message.
okay, because I was getting ready to say, do you know if everybody that's watching this live, do you do consultations so they know where they're putting,
Yeah,
where they're
because
heading?
it depends upon what they need. It's a need per
Right.
need basis.
Okay. Now, what projects okay, so let's say this. So what projects have you worked on as far as the music side, or and when I mean music side, the music that you do and the music artists that you manage, what projects have you worked on already?
The projects that I worked on already, I do have a few singles and an EP out.
Okay.
My EP is Fire From Within. I had to rebrand. That was under the Eliza Anya brand. This is the Eliza J brand, because not a lot of people knew how to pronounce Anya, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna change it to Eliza J.
Yeah, no. So who do you have it distributed with your music?
1 RPM.
1 RPM. Okay, 1 RPM. Are they really good?
They're all right. I mean, they do take 10%, but
Okay.
they're actually really decent, and you can directly distribute the video YouTube videos there too. You don't have to.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And they have
because
marketing within their distribution as well. You can choose what to market or put a campaign on.
okay, because I know United Masters, they have that too. But I always ask people that I do interview that do music or in that realm, because I like to tell people here that do music what their options are to distribute their music. And I've never heard of them before, so I'm kind of glad I asked that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to use something called Sugo Music Group as well for my singing.
Yeah,
So
you gonna
yeah,
have
I
to
use a
inbox.
couple different ones from the typical, because
Okay,
everybody
you have to
uses
inbox me those.
DistroKid and all that. It's like
Yeah, I don't like DistroKid. I hear a lot of people complain about DistroKid, so I'm kind of glad I did. I'm kind of glad I'm not stuck with them. The United Masters is really good.
yeah.
They're really good.
And this is a random thing, but we also have my business partners on that also used to do music. They're currently on a sabbatical now, but out of Baltimore, Maryland, the
Really?
Shadows that actually do music and work with Woody Rock that used to be with Drew Hill.
Really?
Yes.
Girl, tell us more. Tell us more about that.
Well, I met them when I moved to Baltimore. That was 2018. Lived there for few months. We still work together. We are currently actually working on a radio station.
Okay.
We aim to spread conscious music and everything else and truth music.
Yeah.
There are actually 2 Hebrew Israelite brothers that have taught me a lot about the Hebrew Israelite faith as well.
Okay.
So yes, we spread that. And we also have a group on Facebook called Truth Music Network that has people of that niche. We manage about 5,000 members over there.
I think I went on there. I think I saw that. I think I did like that page.
Yeah.
I think I did on Facebook. Yeah. Girl, see what I'm saying? What else you got up under your sleeve?
Yeah.
Right?
Ain't nobody listening to this expected to hear that one.
Right. That's why I'm like, what else you got up under your sleeve now? You are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Low-key everywhere. Low-key now.
So have you been to Chicago?
Yes.
Okay.
My family
You've been here.
is actually from Chicago. I've been back and forth.
Okay.
Actually was back and forth to Chicago and then moved to Florida for 14 years.
Okay, man. Look, so How do you like it down there in Florida? Being down there down south?
The warmth, I love it.
Yeah.
Especially because over here it was like second winter. It just snowed today.
Yeah, the weather. Yeah, the weather. The weather is decent, but I've always been scared to live down there because of the alligators and whatnot. Have you encountered that?
Once actually, I went with my stepsister and a few of her ex-husband and a few of her friends,
Yeah.
down to like the lake or whatever. I forgot it was like Ocala or something, Ocala Forest, and freaking I saw freaking a gator there. I was like, oh my god! And my stepsister's ex-husband at the time tried to go closer to.
No, we tried to go closer. No.
I was scared as shit. I almost about pissed myself, girl. I was just like,
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And that was the only time. So what other crazy animals you just seen out there?
Just the big ass bugs. Those are just like creepy how big they are.
They are huge down south. I mean, their dragonflies are huge. I mean, they big. They just real big. They just
For some reason in Jacksonville north side outside, they have these freaking big ass freaking cockroaches. Like really big. Freaking
really.
yes. Oh my gosh, one time, and this is for everybody to get a freaking laugh, so y'all can laugh at me, whoever's watching this, whatever you want. Me and my homegirl are hanging outside our friend's apartment.
Yeah.
And freaking one literally dropped on us, like between us. We both freaked out, screamed in the direction.
Ew.
That's how freaking nasty them bugs are in
I would have
Florida.
fainted.
That's just, oh.
Oh my God, I would have fainted.
I screamed and ran. I was just like, fuck that.
Oh
But,
my God. Ugh. How big was it?
Like that?
Well, I felt like, oh gosh, I don't know what I see. That's probably why I ain't never moved down there. They just I can't deal with bugs. I barely can deal with the bugs out here. It ain't
The warmth is the only thing I miss. That my people down there. Other than that,
yeah,
the bugs, the gators, you can have that, and the hurricane.
Oh well, yeah, that too. Those are terrible.
Mm.
So what is the youngest music artist that you've ever dealt with as far as managing?
Before the youngest I have dealt with was about 22.
Okay.
I
Okay. Now, are those
I don't think I'll manage artists like under 25 ever again. Because they're just ready yet at all.
Yeah, they definitely don't listen.
No,
I mean,
they don't care. They try to talk back. They don't listen.
And so my question would be like, if so when you manage the music artists that you manage, like, would it be something that you would do differently, or you would still manage them the same way?
I would do things a lot differently.
Okay.
I would be so lenient.
Yeah.
Because I realize you just can't help people that don't want to be helped. But other than that, if they would listen, I have a decent marketing plan.
Yeah.
Actually help them get there the right way.
Yeah. It's
just finding like-minded individuals to help.
Right. So the music artists that you have managed, are they still successful after you've managed them already?
A couple. I mean, some of them kind of like don't really do music anymore, or just really don't actually, because I haven't had much luck with managing artists,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
that they're still doing music.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I
As long
still, I
as
mean,
they're still trying and not giving up, maybe someday.
right, right. Long as they're not giving up, because there's some music artists that I've worked with. But see, the thing about them is they're still doing music, but some of the music artists, like you said, some of them are selfish, and they were just expecting me to just promote, and it's like you're not. It gotta
It
be
got
reciprocated. You can't be
a
doing
lot of
that,
these
man.
artists will just promote themselves and anything about themselves. If it's about somebody else, they're not
Yeah,
gonna do it.
they're not, and I'm trying to change that narrative, especially out here, because they tend to do it a lot out here.
Yeah,
And I'm
they
sick.
do. They gatekeep in the Midwest a lot.
Yeah, I'm sick of it, and I know people out here probably like she always. Look, I'm different. I don't go by the book. I be trying to avoid bad connections with people. I don't want to leave a bad taste in people's mouths so they could say, I don't want people to say, oh, yeah, Nita K Productions, she stole from me. I didn't never get to see where my money was going, or I never was able to see where my ideas was going. I don't,
Yeah,
everybody
no,
do
I
their
feel
thing.
you. Some people just be thankful that you're one of the ones that do and
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
promote your business.
yeah. I mean, people gonna say good and bad things about you. So me, I don't care. People be trying to tarnish my name and try to say bad things, and it don't work out. It don't be true. I don't know what they be trying to do, but it don't never work. I guess they want people to stop messing with me and dealing with my company, but that doesn't work because we have a strong foundation. But with that being said, has that happened to you where people were trying to like tarnish your name
All
and
the
stop your
time,
flow?
girl. All the time.
Like, how do you deal with that?
Trying not to post back on Facebook.
Yeah. Trying not to respond because it'd be hard.
It does. It takes a lot of self control. Sometimes it doesn't work and I have to delete it, but
Yeah.
heck, as long as nobody really sees it, we good.
Look, look, sometimes it definitely be hard and you gotta try to find that balance of being professional, but sometimes you just can't be professional with some of these people.
Exactly, because they just want to lash out at you for nothing.
Look, look, not only that, we gonna switch it up. Now I know me and you were talking about relationships and men. Why you
Yes.
talk about lashing out? That's what just made me think about what we was talking about. So, what is your take on relationships and men? Because I am so over that head sometimes.
Yeah. My take on relationships, real love is dead because of mainstream media.
Yeah,
In my opinion, the way women over sexualize themselves,
yeah,
partly the way men think too materialistically and think BBLs are a thing, women
please.
too focused on twerking, letting
Right,
every guy see them instead of just keeping it to the bedroom.
right.
Those type of things need to change.
And then they
And
got
the
these
men
girls
wanting
out
to live,
here.
what?
I was saying, and then they got these young girls out here thinking it's cute because they see other women doing it.
Exactly. it's not. I had heard a TikTok where kindergartners asked the teacher to turn on Pound Town.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how sad our society is getting.
Mm-mm. 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 I won't have it. That's why, and it's sad, Trump is doing this stuff with Department of Education, all that. Everything is a mess. And so with that being said, like, me and my sis, Jamaica Blaze, and we're supposed to be going to go protest because there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, that type of stuff is normalized. It's
And it should be.
normalized. And girl, I'll be talking all damn night.
Oh, you and me both, girl.
I mean, because I'm sick of it. Like, it's so many social issues like that. Like, just normalizing, like you said, BBL. Like, so let's start back normalizing being natural. That's all. Like, come on now.
Exactly. That's all. And I think it's partly due to insecurities or hidden insecurities of a woman, and she don't realize it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or insecurities of a man, because a man could be insecure and make the woman feel like she needs
That is
to
true too.
change. I mean, look,
It's sad. People have gotten so materialistic and not focused on the spirit.
exactly. And I'm a old school. Like, I don't know. I'm not into. Oh, I'm finna go get I'm finna go get some breast implants. So I'm finna go get I'm not finna do what.
No.
And then when I'm 60 years old, it's sagging to the ground, looking like a little orangutan. But I mean, what you gonna do with all that BBL stuff when you 80 years old? Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That's just gonna be like, oh, that's just gonna look ugly. That's gonna drag down to their knees, the back of their knees.
Not only that, I've been hearing men for the last few years say it stinks. BBL, women with BBL stink. So if you 8 years old with them BBLs and you had it all the time, you really stink.
Oh God.
I just I can't. I don't encourage it. I wouldn't. It's not worth going. It's not worth the money. It's not worth going through all that pain under the night. I mean, no. That's not an investment. It's not It's not a smart investment. It's not. And men think that it's cute, but then they starting to realize it ain't. Some men, not all. Some men starting to realize that it ain't really
all that.
I just
shout out to those men.
Right, and it's getting so crazy where it's some men out here getting BBLs.
Yeah, I know that's just
getting packs and stuff. Like, oh no, you don't know what's real, what's fake. I just can't. This world is unreal.
It really is.
It's unreal. And then
people should have a certain level of emotional intelligence and do cognitive behavioral therapy exercises, because people really need that, to be completely honest with you, because they need to be aware of translating their thoughts and feelings into appropriate actions and behaviors.
Look, that's why I always, when I talk to my boyfriend, when we have disagreements, we try to have conversations to try to talk instead of just out here wilding. Try to use your brain and learn how to filter your emotions.
Exactly.
Talk instead of just assuming somebody knows how you feel because you're mad. No, talk that out. Filter that out so someone knows how to treat you and know what to do and what not to do.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of people reach issues with interpersonal communication, especially in intimate relationships, because when you try to express yourself, people look at that as and take the deep way when you're just trying to
Look at
like
you as
talk and
weak.
learn things through.
Yeah. They look at you as weak, and I be telling people all the time, you are not weak for expressing yourself. People be making it so wrong to express yourself as an adult. I be looking at people like, you're not a child or a baby because you express yourself as an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
There isn't. It's perfectly normal, but just people don't have humanity anymore. All they are is into their cell phones and just doom scrolling.
And I girl, these people out here, and I mean, and I'm just speaking in this world. I'm speaking in this world, but I'm speaking just in Chicago alone, where I'm at. These people, I stay in the house, child. I try to stay in the house, child, because people gets on my nerves.
I
But I
do.
am a people person. I go to these events. I network almost every doggone day. I do content. I do this. I do that. And so, but it's like, if there's no need for me to be outside, I ain't going.
Exactly. Because being outside ain't healthy anymore. It's just not.
No. And it's like, I be telling people, look, I'm pushing 40. I did and done it. I've been to clubs, I did the partying, I did the dating. I have children who are almost, they'll be grown in 2 business seconds. I don't got time for no mess. I don't want to be involved in no mess. I be telling people when they come over and try to start that mess with our company, like, look, hey, you either gonna follow abide by our rules and respect the family, the film family, or we will have to release you. Don't come over acting crazy. We respect each other. We let people be who they are. We respect people's value, how they live their life. If they're transgender, so fucking what? Whatever they are. Like, I look, we don't tolerate that nonsense, and so we pride ourselves in that. So when we work with people and they start that nonsense, the first time they start that carried on, I'll be like,
Yeah, no, they cut. Don't need any of
we
that dramatic mess.
we ain't gonna even bring them
Somewhere
on
else.
because we see what it's going. We'll have to monitor how they operate from afar before we think about even giving them an opportunity, because we're not going to let one seed ride with what we have established.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, I mean, do you find yourself having a hard time to deal with females in the industry the same as, you find it
Yes.
hard? I do. I feel like it's a few select of us that are cool, but it's like the other ones, they be hating.
Yeah, they do. Everybody be on that hating shit.
They be
It's like,
envious.
plus, they'll be manipulative as hell, too.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Yeah.
when it comes to any of the males that they're with. If
Yeah.
they rap too and you're trying to do business with both of them,
Yeah.
they'll just try to start some weird bullshit.
Man. I
I've
be telling
seen
them
it
from the gate.
happen. I've dealt with it. Like, females in the rap industry, some weird shit against other females. There's no such thing as real women's empowerment anymore when it comes to them types of females. And it's sad.
Look,
Like, support each other.
yeah,
You don't
absolutely.
try to
Like,
like tear each other down.
girl, look, I done been in some events and people know who I am out here and stuff, and people be like, a lot of people be like, they know who I am, they come, but then you had those select few that just be like looking at, they know who you are, but they'll just be looking and just won't even greet you or nothing, and then they just, so you could tell that they like envious of you and shit, and you just be like, really? They be trying to do
What?
that?
Didn't do anything to you. It's sad as hell.
Right. So it's like, come on, and then they be trying to pull that at an event. See, whatever issues I have with people, I have a lot of issues with people that we don't mess with out here. Well, I don't mess with, we don't mess with out here. And so if we go to an event and we see them, or I see them, I'll just like direct myself somewhere else.
Exactly.
Or
Like, and even
if
if you
it's,
don't bother
yeah.
them, they still try to bother you or still just side eye you.
Yes. So if I feel like it's like that, I'll I'll still support, who I came to the event to support for, but then I let them know, hey, I've had my time. I came to support you. I appreciate, for inviting me out to come check you out. Da, 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 da. And then I
Exactly.
make sure, I send a follow-up message to them, letting them know I enjoyed, coming, so they can close the deal or whatever like that, and we'll be able to network and work again. But if I see people that we on food with, because you can't be going around stealing money from people's company.
No.
That takes away from what we worked hard for. Like, I have so many people to say. I got a list of people on our bolo list who we're taking to court. Hey, we don't play that. We got a list,
Girl, I
and
recently had someone from Chicago, like last year, end up stealing album covers from me. I made a copyright claim, and I got shit talked by them to a lot
you
of
said
people.
this was who?
I am not saying any names, but
I mean, well, not who, but it was the label.
it was one of the artists that I did album covers for.
Oh,
They
okay, okay.
they put it up on YouTube and didn't pay me for it. So I made a copyright claim on the tracks that had my album cover up,
Yeah.
and they started talking shit about me. Yes, to a lot of people. That's bad. But
How the hell you gonna steal somebody's artwork and then talk shit about them?
exactly.
What?
And because all I did was make a copyright claim and got their stuff taken down right away because apparently they
And they
didn't
was
think that would
mad.
happen.
Yep, they was mad.
It's like,
Girl,
honey,
they
I
was
got a
mad.
whole incorporated. All I needed to do was put my name on that bitch. That
Right.
shit's done.
Right,
iTunes
yeah.
took that shit off first, then it was YouTube, and then everything else was done for.
They was
Because,
mad.
like, I didn't care about the song. I cared about my artwork.
Right. They was mad that they couldn't use what you put your work into
Exactly.
without giving you credit.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, that's what I say. People be thinking they slick.
Exactly.
They really try to pull it on the women like us in the industry, and they think that we're not gonna say nothing or
Or
not gonna
do
do
nothing. They don't think we're going to
right.
put the action behind it.
They'll think, and like me and you, like, girl, I be saying your Facebook, girl, we'll put them on blast. Like, I be trying, like you said, I be trying not to,
I try.
but sometimes you have to let people know so they won't get scammed or get misused.
Exactly.
So
Because some
sometimes,
of these people, man, it's questionable.
yeah, yeah, they're questionable. So we covered a lot, and with us covering a lot, you could just tell people that's been watching this live and listening to us talk. You could just tell how the industry has been funky. It's been
Is
funky as hell. It's been funky as
But
hell, and
that's hopefully, as long as we can get a conglomerate together, get
yeah,
rid of the gatekeeping, get rid of the
yeah,
bullshit. The more in numbers we are, the stronger and the better we are.
yeah, yeah. That's why I'm so glad that we network with like-minded people like yourself, because people be acting like they wanna, you know, work and help and collaborate and actually work together, but then it's like it's super weird. I know if you experienced that
Yes, I
before.
actually have experienced that a little bit as well because they'll say they want to work, it'll be okay, and then you ask them questions and then they start getting distant and everything else, and then they start pulling away.
Yep,
It's like,
that's the
okay,
sign
I
right
thought you
there.
wanted to work.
Yep, that's the saying right there. And I be telling people, it's like, and then it be like, I'm not chasing you. You said you want to work. Like, damn, I said what I said. You left me already. I'm really trying to work. I'm not gonna keep bugging you and chasing you. It just becomes really weird.
Exactly.
Like, I like how me and you we had like, it was a back and forth conversation. We get busy, but we all, we still are answering each other's questions in the inbox and trying to set things up and plan things and get things together. You know?
Exactly. A lot of people don't want to do that and they don't seem to want to work together.
Yeah, like
Which
I
goes
was
back
saying,
to they only care about themselves.
right. Just like I seen Corey Stringent, like he's a good artist. Like when I seen how he was posting and stuff, and he was saying, he was like, how people like motherfuckers, be talking that shit and really won't support, and they don't even support it. I'm like, nah, I gotta post him and share his stuff because I don't want him. I don't even know this cat like that, but I don't want him to think that he don't have any support. And I work with music artists and stuff sometimes too, even supporting them from afar. He don't have to be here for us to support.
Exactly.
And it's like, nah. I'm like, nah, man, we gotta.
All it
I
takes
share
is
his
all
shit.
it takes
He
is a
tagged
share.
me
All it
shit.
takes is a share. I mean,
Right,
people don't want to do that.
man. Look, I'm like, it takes 2 semi-seconds to hit share.
Exactly.
I mean, and not just hitting share, just hit share. Like really be into it. Like at least put a statement when you're sharing it, or if you're gonna share it, like at least be genuine. Like
Yeah.
you can tell when it's a bullshit share.
Yeah, you could definitely can. Nothing, no can, just it's like, or when they only share, or when you ask them to share it only. That's
Yeah,
it.
girl, man, I thought I was the only one. I thought I was going crazy. Like, man, I know when a bullshit share when I see, but when I'm like, I'm not
You're
the only
not
one
the only
think that.
one, girl. You're not the only one. Definitely not.
Girl, look, I be peeping. I'm so glad we talked because
You and
I'm
me
so
both.
glad that because I couldn't wait to find someone along with my sister Jamaica Blazer. Like she be talking shit too. Like I really be liking this shit
I
because it's
love her
like,
to death.
look,
Shout out to my Black Hustle sisters.
yes, she is amazing. Like me and her. She has her story. I'm going to be filming her documentary, with her baby passing
Yeah.
and her grandbaby and stuff. And so, all seriousness, like we talk about how the police are out here. They ain't shit. Ooh, they ain't shit. The police ain't shit. You know, they ain't DCFS ain't shit. When I first met Jamaican Blazing, she told me a story. And I was going through a similar situation because I got locked up. My mom ended up getting locked up. It's a whole thing. DCFS, they don't help men and bring together families. I mean, Jamaica Blazing told me her story. I was pissed. I went out west with her and ran the streets and went through the alleys where her daughter was and stuff like that. And Jamaica was just showing me everything. She was really going through it. And I was I wasn't scared, because I've been in the hoods and I've been raised in the hoods and stuff like that. But it was just like it was devastating. Not just why I said we talk about a lot of shit. And this world so fucked up. All I say every day, I just pray. I'm a Buddhist as well. I'm a Christian and a Buddhist. But I just wake up, I just pray when I be seeing shit that rub me the wrong way. That just I know it ain't right. People are evil. People are just I just wake up, I just pray and I chant and I know this world fucked up.
It is, girl. It's about
And
time somebody does something about it for real.
yeah,
Because
I
my message
mean
has always been to spread change and positivity and love.
absolutely. And it's like people are nasty and it's like, girl, I'm just gonna be transparent. People be trying to be so nasty, it gets flipped mouth with me. And I'd be like, I'd be ready to want to bop them upside the head.
I feel
Cause it be,
that though.
cause it be like, you try me because you know I gotta stay professional, but don't. I be telling like, don't.
They try you
Don't,
because
cause
you
I'm
have
trying
to
to.
stay professional. That's the only reason why they try you.
Girl, I be telling people, you lucky because, but at the same time though, you really can stay professional, but still tell the people that you work with that give you a hard time, let them know
Exactly.
like,
You
hey,
just have to choose your wording about it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you really do have to choose your wording, but stay stern with it. And a lot of people think that women in this industry that we're masculine. We not masculine. We're still dainty women. We just have to be like this because women are taken advantage of in this field. We have to be
Exactly.
like that. I be telling we
But
have
no,
to.
they just want to put the blame all on us and say, "Oh, we're just being too masculine. Women aren't women anymore." Ugh,
No,
type shit.
no.
But
I'd be like, look, we're not masculine. We're still dainty women. We just have we cannot have soft skin, even though we're women. We can't have soft skin being in this field. We can't. We,
because if we did, we would get completely keep on getting used.
and we are not the women that fuck their way to the top.
No. Oh.
That's why it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
easy
is.
for y'all because that's what y'all do. We don't do that.
Nope.
We don't do that. So they try to make it harder for us, and that's when they come throw in y'all masculine. Leave us alone.
Exactly.
I'll be like, leave us alone. We are doing what we need to do. And y'all ain't
Exactly.
doing
We're
a good
business
job.
women. We got to.
Right. And they
If
ain't
you
y'all, I
with
mean
us, you
apparently
with us. If you not, just
look, look, look. Apparently somebody gotta do something around this motherfucker because the industry is man, people is getting exposed. Music artists, actors, actresses, the people I look up to, they is weak.
exactly. And everything is going to completely unravel soon. Everything.
Yeah. I mean, something gotta give or we go look, we can't let this happen. We just can't. I mean, we can't let this happen. We are in our element. I mean, I don't know for you, but I graduated from FSU around COVID. not too far around that, too far from that time. And then I ended up going ahead and establishing my company. We've been in business for almost 4 years, but we got to keep going. You work so hard for your business and what you've established to, we came too far to let this go. And man, I'm just so ready to freaking work. I can't wait till the weather really breaks for real, for real. Excuse me, because in the meantime, we still can work without having to be outside. But I really want to start going in person and going to meet people and starting to be interactive in person with people on the streets, downtown, in the studio here, doing every freaking thing on lives, on the podcast, getting super
Yes.
active because this ain't no game. These
It
people
is
is out
not.
here. This ain't
Gotta
no
spread
game.
the word for street marketing. Definitely. Gotta be just out there in person because it doesn't beat social media. It
Mm-mm.
really doesn't, even though people might think it does.
It don't. It doesn't. And it's like you really have to take advantage of this stuff, and then once you're in it, it's like you're in it, and it's like once you're in it, you're doing more than one thing. Once you start doing music, you're gonna start tapping into other stuff.
Exactly.
It's all connected. Whether you do music, you dance, you rap, you do podcasts, you are marketing and branding on social media, whatever, it's all
Oh yeah,
tied into.
I also have my own. Two more things. I also have my own podcast, The Street Talk, which I will invite you on officially.
Yes. Yes.
And I also have a clothing line coming up, teaming with the Real Bank Entertainment out of Chicago. Shout out to D-Boy Banks from Chicago over there. We are working on clothing line called
Girl.
Regular. And we are working on a female line called Chunky Monkey and a kids line called Live Forever. It'll be coming out in the spring.
Oh, girl. Woo! Hold on. You got some. Look.
I forgot to tell you that.
I'm gonna need you to inbox when we done with this podcast, which will be in the next 5 minutes. When we done with this podcast, I need you to DM me everything you do, girl, because I am going to go on live tomorrow. And matter of fact, before I go live and tell everybody what you do on my end, I'm gonna go at my group chat on Instagram and here on Facebook and let my brand ambassadors, my actors and actresses know everything that you do. I know Jamaican, she's in our film family, but she already knows what you does. But I just want to reiterate to everyone that just came aboard after that, because we got some new people. I want them to know so they can spread the word. Okay. And then if you got flyers for all that stuff, send that to me so I can share.
Oh, I definitely will.
I'm so serious. And then when I do some content, I always normally shout out, a lot of people that I network with and stuff that have their own businesses. And you got a ton. Everybody.
So we got this shit. We put it together. We got this shit.
Yes. People gonna be like, damn. And it's so crazy because a lot of people sometimes may have a hard time finding a car wrapping place.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, it's not really easy. And then you got clothing lines, so you might be looking for models or people to do.
Exactly.
Girl! We got some models on your team.
Models everywhere. Shit.
We got some models on. We got some models. We got Jamaica Blazing has model before, so 1, 2. We got some models. We got like 4. We got a models.
Cool.
So that's
well, definitely. I'm gonna show you a sneak peek of the lines too.
Yeah, man. And if you need some children, we work with kids too. So you got the clothing line for children.
Yes.
We can get some kids to model for you too.
Awesome.
That's what I'm
Thank you
saying.
so much. I greatly appreciate that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And then like if you are ever in town or if we're ever there and we're doing a film project and we need background, you got anybody or you want to do it, you're
Oh shit,
welcome
I'll
to.
do it. I got no
Yep,
problem with that.
yep. And then too, in the meantime, if you want to write, we have about 5 or 6 projects. But if you want to write some music for some of our stuff, so we can do that soundtrack, like I said, we definitely
Okay.
can. We got some music artists that's writing
Definitely. We
music
will
now.
keep in touch about that.
Yes, absolutely. Look, I always have Full Sail University. They always look at a lot of stuff that I do. I'm always networking, and I just did a California and Midwest mixer with a lot of the alumni. They're
Awesome.
everywhere. So I always tell people that I network with my alumni, who I know, and girl, we good.
That's awesome.
And
We
they're in
got
Florida.
this.
Most of them are in Florida, so we good.
Exactly. Most of my
Yeah.
people are in Florida too.
Yep. So I can send people your way.
Definitely.
I got a
And
couple
I'll send
people.
people your way as well.
Yes, 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 yes. And man, I'm gonna have to get in tune and chat with Cody. It's Cody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to say his name wrong. Cody, because I'm thinking about Corey. It's another artist. But Cody, I'm gonna have to tap in, and I'm gonna be reaching out to him next. I know me and him chat briefly or whatever, but his music, he has some good music too.
Yeah, he has some really decent music.
He does. Now, is he in New York?
He's in Philadelphia.
Okay. Okay, he's not that far from me.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
interviewed him a while back too on the Street Talk.
Okay. Man, I gotta get a panel. So, how many of you guys are there?
For the Block Hustle, a lot.
Or just working? I mean, just working together. Period. Like with your company.
Oh, with my company?
Yeah.
My company altogether in general, we got about 5. I got other business partners and other things like the clothing line, a different partner. Then in the photography,
Okay.
I got different partners for everything.
Because I'm thinking of a master plan. I'm thinking to try to eventually we can plan to do a panel where you guys get to each talk about what you individually do and then how you guys combine together.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
There's about 4. That would be about 4 people then. On
That's
that.
okay. That's okay. That is okay. We can set it up, we can plan it because it's very interesting. You don't see a lot of people trying to when they network with people, you don't see a lot of people trying to see what other connections they have and try to do a whole panel to get their whole story out and tie it all together so that people can come to all of you guys.
That is genius. That is genius.
Yes. Absolutely. So people don't think about that. I'm nosy in a good way. You know?
Yeah.
I be wanting to know what people do. Like, I don't just want to just know, oh, you just do music. I'm sure you do everything else and other things. So it's like, I want to know more about you and your connections. So I can send people your way, you know, for sure,
yes,
for sure.
I can definitely send people your way for that. Shout out to Joker Gang who just joined.
Yes, hi.
Block Hustle fam.
Yes, I super love the collaboration because people be like we was talking about, like females be like don't really want to. They just be acting so standoffish. They only want to do the tip of the iceberg. They don't want to dig deep because they feel so envious of you. They don't really want to get to know you for real and start to work with you. So but I'm like that. I don't care. Like even with the people that work for me up under me, my brand ambassadors, my actors and music artists and stuff, I be telling them like, hey, y'all don't have to have me. If y'all want to collaborate on stuff on your own, go ahead. I love it. They do it all the time, and I super love it. They be doing commercials. They did a couple of them did a Doritos commercial together. It was awesome, and it was beautiful. They do a lot of stuff together, and I'd be like, go ahead, just put it in the group chat so we can share it and we can talk about it. Like I am not the type of
Exactly.
person
It's
like,
all about unity. That's all it's
right.
about.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, y'all can't do that without my permission. Like, what? Who the hell? Yeah, I'm a film director. I'm the owner of the company, but what? I'm not gonna control people like that. That's gonna make your company blossom even more with people doing those things together and networking. Because some of the people did not. Some of the people that work up under me, they didn't. Some of them knew each other, but a lot of them did not know each other. And we got 3 and 4 year vets. We got 1 year vets, 6 month vets.
Nice.
And so everybody that works with us are always going to be a part of the family. So we are blessed to have you as
Thank
a
you.
family
I am
member.
blessed and beyond.
Yes, yes, yes. We officially welcome you as a family member. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, we love it. Like Jamaica Blaze is gonna look, girl. When I put you, she gonna be so freaking happy. She
Oh, I
gonna,
know she will be.
I'm gonna put you in a family group chat on Facebook. And she gonna freak out. She gonna be like, she gonna look. She gonna be so happy. She gonna be
Oh,
like,
she
yes,
will. I'm excited. Thank you.
yes.
All right, girl,
She
but it
gonna,
is getting late. I gotta take my babies to school tomorrow.
girl. Look, I'm about to get off of here myself. I've been talking all day. I do appreciate this interview.
Thank
Make
you
sure
for having
you
me.
check
It
your
was
inbox.
great. I appreciate it.
Yes. Yes, I'm gonna be doing this. It's gonna be taking about 2 or 3 days. You'll see it. I'll send you links and everything for the podcast and everything. Hopefully the audio is good. If the audio is not good, I'll let you know and update it. We can do this again
Okay,
another
that
day.
sounds
Like,
good. The audio
yep.
sounds awesome to me, so
Okay.
hopefully it'll work.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I love you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the
Thank you,
family.
girl.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yes, once again, we have another successful interview. We did have some technical difficulties on Riverside, but that is okay. We are going to still have a successful upload on our podcast. Again, we are streaming on Spotify, Amazon Music Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Apple. Apple Music. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I want to welcome Eliza J yet again to our film family. I appreciate the comments, the love, and support. Again, it has been a real one. I don't normally go live on Facebook, but I did today because I know that this was going to be a great interview. And I just had to get for girl on here. I just had to get her on here. And it was just an amazing conversation. And I'm so glad that we were able to meet like-minded people. Again, this is Nita K, owner of Nita K Productions. We have podcasts, so on and so forth. If you don't know who I am, don't know what we do, what me and my company do, make sure you DM, comment, ask questions, be respectful. We always, always work with all creators. So make sure you tune in. Make sure y'all listen to the other episodes of the other people that I've interviewed on our podcast. If you need the link, DM, comment as well. I love y'all. It is getting late. Even though the kids are out for spring break, I'm still tired. And I got a man. So I love y'all. Take care.